He was a heck of a player, and we know some people now see back this midfielder. So with that
Joe
said,
can make, but
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, the channel of undiluted sports content. Jamaica took on Costa Rica in the last match of the group stage in CONCACAF Worldcup, and they lost the match by 1-0. The DTM analysts are here to provide the player ratings for all the players who played 10 minutes or more in that game. But before we go into the details, we see that you've been watching and liking our videos. We also want you to be part of the Sports DTM family by clicking that subscription button. If that button is still red, it simply means you're not subscribed yet. So where you wait for, just click the button and welcome to the Sports DTM family. Analyst, Jamaica lost the match, top of the table clash against Costa Rica by 1-0. We saw some players played well. Some of them were not so impressed, but the analysts are here to give their feedback, reaction, ratings of the players' performance. Dylan Barnes played his first official professional game for Jamaica, Andrew. He played for 90 minutes. He conceded a goal. What's your ratings of Dylan Barnes' performance?
I given him a 5, and it could have been lower. But the reason for that is just that I needed him to be a little bit more commanding. I mean, Costa Rica's barely took some shot at him, and that one, even though it was a magnificent pass over, but he needed to be a little bit more commanding in that box, and I didn't really see that from him, even though it's his first game. But he should have at least have, as a keeper, he should have that commanding presence. So I give him a 5, a player rating 5 for this game.
And we're scoring the players out of 10, right? So
yeah.
Damian Lowe, Eddie, Nana playing at center back with a new pair, Mariappa. What's your rating of Nana's performance?
Kurt, as usual, he didn't miss a beat. No matter who is alongside him, he showed his dominance all over the park, cleaning up, winning balls, winning headers. A tremendous game. He's definitely not at fault for the goal. I give him a 8.5. Great performance from Nana as usual. Leading as the captain, the sitting captain for today. So he did well as a captain. Big performance.
Turgot, how would you grade Nana's partner for today's game, Adrian Mariappa?
Well, Mariappa played his first game in the Gold Cup, and he looked okay. He did his job perfectly. A lot of covering, you understand, and he was there. He played wonderful. So for him, because he was there when the goal scored also, it kind of dropped down because the man was right beside it. So I don't know if he had jumped with the man or push the man, get the man out of the way. So I will give him a 7.5. But he did his job. You understand? So I give him a 7.5.
Eddie, Taxi came off injured early in the second half, and we conceded after that. How would you rate Taxi's performance? He played for 60 minutes as well.
Yeah, after being out for the first 2 games, a lot of persons wanted to see Taxi in the game. They were tired of Uber, but they wanted Taxi. I think he continued from the second game. Continuing his good play, running up and down the flank. And he looked good in the first half, carried over. And in the second half, he never really showed as much. And he went out with an injury. And that was in the build-up, costing us that goal. He went down and didn't get back up. So I give him a 6.5. Didn't complete the game, went out injured, but he was looking good. But in the second half, he kind of faded a bit.
Ricky, we saw Daniel Johnson dictating the play and controlling the game, especially in the first half. In the second half, we lost the match. How would you rate Daniel's performance for this game?
Well, Kurt, Daniel Johnson could do no wrong for me in this match. For me, he was excellent in his defensive position and also going forward. He was excellent in his link-up plays. At one point, I saw him where the boys were basically passing the ball around the box, their half. And when he got the ball, he just went forward. And that just changed the game. It just changed everything about that particular play immediately. I loved how he played, and I'm going to give him a 9.
9. Adrian.
You guys looked a while ago like you were shocked.
9. Oh.
Adrian,
The man agree the man like we win the match.
Yeah, but you have to call a spade a spade.
Like you win the match.
You have to call a spade a spade.
Anyway, are you agreeing still?
It's a player rating, It's a player rating, not a team
rating.
Not a team rating. So
9, that one is strong though, brother. Go on still.
Adrian.
would give him 9 still, but him play well.
Give 9. And I kind of high, but what's true.
You're on a full of two mode, like wow.
Adrian, the kid is wicked. Finally got a chance to represent Jamaica, and he got the opportunity against Costa Rica, the top of the table clash. How would you rate his overall performance? That's Tariq Maggie. He played for 81 minutes.
Well, Kurt, I think the kid played very well. And the fact that Tappa kept him in the match for 81 minutes speaks to his type of impact that he had on the game. Good passing, good movement off the ball. Not his best free kick moment as we saw him taking a free kick that went a little over the bar. But in definitely the first match, or even a corner to the back end. So we know he can get better at it. But again, they're asking a kid to come in a game at the top of the table clash to pretty much play. They throw him out there, and I think he acquitted himself well. Could he have done better? Obviously, yes. Working with the team, you have a number of changes. The fact is that when you have a player of his quality, he just needs playing time. You keep on playing like that, he gets more comfortable. But you can see from the game that he played that the talent is there. You can see the team taking a particular shape. It was more dynamic. It had more fluidity to it, and that is what you want. You want to look at those things and take from that now to build going forward. So I think he had an excellent game, and I would give him a 7.5.
7.5. Andrew, Blair Turgot, for some strange reason, is always in the team.
Because he's a workaholic. And he plays really good. He actually compliments Ricky's score playing rating of 9 still, because for him, even though he played actually 66 minutes, he was able to basically make about 20 passes, even though he didn't really have much shot on the goal still though. But he's a pretty gritty player, and if you look on how he actually progress with the ball and all that, you can see that he's a workaholic. So obviously that's why Tappa love to use him in the team. Not the result. We'd have all been love, but for his player rating, I would have given him a 7. I'll give him a 7. Just to the fact that, he didn't even really complete the game as well, but he did what is required of him, because I'm certain he's going to start on Sunday. But it was a good game though.
talking about who started and in this game, Ricky, we saw Devon Speedy Williams finally getting an opportunity to start.
Finally. Oh my
Finally,
God.
what's your overall ratings of Devon's performance?
Kurt,
Played well.
we've seen glimpses of him coming on and control the game, change the game completely. And from the game start till the first 45 minutes, we see Speedy involved in almost every touch that happening in the midfield. Right? Every pass, Speedy is involved, making the passes, making the runs, finding space, distributing the ball, whether it be sideways or forward. That is the type of thing we want from a defensive player. You know, he was a heck of a player, and we know some people now see back this midfielder, you know. So with that said,
can't make, but yeah, what's his scope? What's the rating?
With that said, I rate this player, and I'm going to give him a similar rating as DJ, and I'll give him a 9.
A 9. T-God, come back with us now.
9 again?
Fisher. O'Neal.
Let me hear this now.
All right, Mr. Fisher. All right, he was there.
He played the entire game.
Yes, and he was a defender. All right.
Yes.
Let me do the positive first before I go to the negative. In attacking, he looked good. He played the ball good in attacking. He helped out over that side, making some good passes. But what I noticed that the Costa Ricans, they were lobbing the ball over his head, and then he was out of position. He get caught out of position a lot of time. He get caught. So in defending where he was supposed to be good at, he wasn't good at all. You understand? We see where when the ball was playing and the ball they win the ball. When they play the ball to Maggie and they win the ball, he came running down like a wild horse on a racetrack. And he kick off of the ball instead of making a simple tackle, just making a wild kick. And the person will skip, pass over the square over the ball, goal score. So in that sense, I would just give Fisher. He was just defending. He was terrible defending, terrible defending. So I give him a 4.5.
Oh,
that's too much still.
You get enough.
That's too much.
Oh, stop it.
That one tackle cost us the game, that one tackle, that one wild tackle.
Adrian, Flemmings finally got a start after impressing against Guadeloupe, coming on and winning the match for us. He was rewarded with a start. What's your overall rating of his performance? He played the entire match as well.
Yes, Kurt. Flemmings finally got the start, and a well-deserved start as well. Looked pretty lively throughout the game. Looked as if he would have repeated his feats from the previous match against Guadeloupe, but certainly in this game wasn't as clinical as he was in the previous outing. We saw him taking up a few shots, a good header towards the end that the goalkeeper fired over. Another one opportunity that he got right face to face, basically with the goalkeeper at his mercy. Of course, under little pressure from the defender, but not having the composure to either flop the ball in, as he did in the earlier game, or to pass across the face of the game. All in all, he was very direct, but not as clinical and up to the standard as what we expected. And as such, for this particular game, I'm going to give him a 6.
6. Andre Gray started.
Eddie shake it. Eddie not agreeing with me now.
Andre Gray
started his first game as well.
You're a player rating in this there.
Yeah, Andre Gray now. Well, say me honestly.
Punisher.
As to myself say, the man should have really scored a goal, Man should have really scored a goal, but a part of the game still.
Which one? Which one?
The one where him get basically wide open.
Can get many.
And trim the name Shamar. Trim the name Shamar.
And I know a 3, say in total for the 66 minutes him play. A 3 shot alone him take. 3 shots. So we never really see the kind of off the bar run I normally do. So it wasn't as clinical, but I don't know. But for me still though, I'm leaning towards giving him a 6. A 6 for his effort. I mean, him hit the woodwork probably one time, I think.
Yeah, the second half.
Second half, yeah.
And he had a good hold up.
Yeah, he had a good opportunity where if probably he had capitalized on it, the whole momentum would have shifted, because when he missed that play right after, the Costa Ricans basically got their chance and put it away. So, I mean, it could have been better on his part, but I give him a player rating of 6 still for this game.
All right, we saw where we had 5 substitutions. 2 of those played 9 minutes. So we think is too low to rate the players who have played less than 10 minutes. So Adrian, Maribel came on, played for 30 minutes when Taxi had to be replaced because of an injury. And we hope that Taxi is well and will recover for the next game. But what's your ratings of Bell's performance?
Oh, I mean, I'm sure most of the Jamaican fans kind of hold their breath when Taxi went down. But Bell came in, did reasonably well. Didn't have any big hiccups per se. Was pretty composed. He obviously, as we are aware, is not as dynamic as a Taxi going forward, but he held his own defensively and didn't concede any goals for the remaining time. So on that basis, we want to give him a 6 as well. Played reasonably well.
Eddie Corber came in, and we saw a little bit more activity up front. What's your rating of Corey's performance?
Yeah, man, Corey came on and did well as well. We saw his anticipation with the chance where the Costa Rican goalkeeper got the red card. He read the game well, knew that the back pass was coming and anticipated well and got to the ball. And, beat the keeper as well, It's just that the keeper just hands the ball, and very unfortunate for Corey. He would have scored. And we see him do a lot of crosses in the back, dangerous crossing coming across the back, so where players could easily tap in. So he impacted the game tremendously. Yeah. And at one point, I thought he would score for us. That's how impactful his play was. I give him an 8. The little time him come on, him really shine and continue the hot streak from the last game. Providing and attempting to score, and so he looked good.
Right. 24 minutes in play too.
Yeah,
man. He have to start the next game for me.
Yeah, man.
While Shamar Nicholson came on the same time, Ricky, and we never saw much of him apart from complaining about who should take the free kick. What's your rating of Shamar's 24 minutes on the field?
Shamar come on for Andre Gray, right? So he was basically playing number 9 role, wearing a number 9 shirt. I saw him a couple times. Corey Burke made some crosses in about 2, and he was basically at the edge, at the end of both of them. It's just at the keeper. And other defenders kind of deflected the ball, so he ended up in the goal instead of the ball. So he was playing his role, right? And apart from fighting for the free kick, he was basically playing his role as a center forward. It wasn't bad, so I'm not gonna beat him. I'm gonna give him a 7.5.
And apart from the free kick.
7.5.
Take a free kick too.
Yeah, take a free kick.
You want to take it from Maggie?
Yeah, it wasn't
Remember,
bad.
it wasn't bad, man.
Him kick it on the
Bro,
wall. It kick on the wall and go over the goal. So
brother,
him
it
hit
is
the
so close
corner.
to the brother.
That
It
no
is so
good. It's not a
close
plus,
to
you
the
know.
goal,
You're
brother.
not supposed to have EMP wall, you know.
No
Try to
fair
beat the
goal,
wall.
brother.
7.5. My rating. Leave me alone.
7.5. Lamar Walker came on and played for 9 minutes, as well as Liam Moore. So we can't rate them based on the time that they play. But Tigat, Tappa, with Moore's ratings, how would you rate Tappa's performance from the sideline in this game?
All right. The coach, I give the coach a 8.5. Reason being, he played all the cards in the deck, so you know what he has to do on Sunday. You understand? And he make the change quick. You understand? He make some quick change and stuff like that. So I'll give him for that. You know, I'll give him a 8.5 overall.
Eddie, what's your ratings of the coach?
We lost the game, you know. We lost the game. But I think in terms of the lineup, that's the lineup we wanted. Wanted to see a lot of the players, especially Maggie, Plymouth, wanted to see those players start. It looked good. We looked much better. Out of the 3 games, this is the best we've looked. So in terms of developing and getting better game by game, we've seen the improvements. You know, so we have to give Tappa credit for that. So I give him a solid 7, you know. The one thing, why I give him the 7, I didn't like that substitution with Maggie. Costa Rica just went down to 10 men. You brought on 2 strikers, but then you pulled the number 10. So I didn't like that. So that's the only negative on my part.
Yeah, so I thought Tappa Whitmore did well from the get-go in terms of the selection of the team. The selection of the team was pretty good, giving more players an opportunity to actually play. No one could complain about that. I think we got a little hit there at the restart of the game with the goal. And from there on in, it was chasing the game. Just like Eddie, I didn't like the double substitution there in terms of the 2 lanky forwards there. I don't think it works well, and especially with Costa Rica being down to 10, I would have left a Maggie and brought on probably a Corey Burke instead. Having said that, nonetheless, I think he played his cards pretty well, saved Andre Blake for the next game, got Dylan Barnes a run out, and he also saved his players from picking up unnecessary cards. So for that, I'll give him an 8.
Ricky.
We're all basically singing the same tune with regards to the players that the team that Tappa picked, and also the changes he made when he put on defenders and 2 lanky forwards. Even though we're chasing the game, you don't take off somebody who's creating in the midfield to put on somebody who would chase the ball, basically. With that said, I would give him an 8.
Andrew, what's your rating of the coach?
7. I mean, it's good that him could actually showcase a lot of the other players, but I mean, we lose same way, and it can't really, you know, it can't really emphasize it any longer. But it's 7. There's not much really to say about Tappa. Tappa really showcase a lot of the players, and which is something that I think every person would appreciate. So I give myself.
All right, thank you. So
we lose, but in a sense, it's a free hit for Tappa. So it's a free hit. So you couldn't lose.
For Sunday.
Yeah, it's a free hit.
Yeah. Can't point in like this still.
All right, so that's 2.8, 2.7, and an 8.5 for Tappa. So that's like 38.5. Average 7.7. The Tappa overall average fans 7.7 for his performance.
Max class.
Fans out there. fans out there. This has been another episode of Sports Down the Middle. The players have been rated based on their performance. And we want you to leave your comments in the comment section below. What's your overall rating of the players as well? So leave those comments in the comment section below. And always remember to like, to share, and to subscribe, and to tell a friend, tell all of them friends to come and join the Sports DTM family. This has been another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Be blessed.